continue their trip to Graceland, which absolutely elates Tallahassee.
Every choice I've ever made in my life has been leading me to this moment right here.
But then they find Graceland in complete and utter shambles, and that leaves Tally all shook up. Wichita is too, since Little Rock isn't here, but they quickly find a replacement Graceland. Replacement? A little place called the Hound Dog Hotel. With the Beast parked out front, maybe they finally track down Little Rock. Inside, the hotel looks like the real-life Graceland, complete with exhibits like Elvis's actual shoes. I can understand the excitement of seeing those. For Christmas, Chelsea got me a pair of David Bowie's actual shoes that he wore in the Let's Dance music video. That gets her off the hook for Christmas gifts for like a decade. Tallahassee takes a moment to tickle the king's ivories, but he's assaulted by a woman played by Rosario Dawson, sticking a gun in his face.
Hi, my name's Tallahassee. Nevada.
Whoa, I'm sorry. What did you say?
Nevada.
Yeah, that's what I thought you said, which means you're clearly not from Nevada. Come on! Everyone meets, and Nevada tells Tally he's lucky she didn't murray him.
You know when you shoot someone because you think they're a zombie? Apparently that's how Bill Murray died.
She also says Little Rock left with Berkeley days ago, headed to a place called Babylon, an apparent safe haven. Babylon is filled with Gen Zers and Beto O'Rourke's, because no guns allowed, as this place's one rule.
That and no group sex.
The guns are melted down in the shadow of Babylon's tower, which sits in the middle of this enormous, colorful, and quite frankly thriving community. Look at that rooftop courtyard. At the Hound Dog Hotel, Tallahassee and Nevada bond over a deep love of Elvis Aaron Presley and brown liquor. The two of them sleep together, and in the morning, while Tallahassee's giving an encore performance, they hear the sound of twisted metal. It's the Beast being run over by a giant honking monster truck.
My apologies, Tiny Elvis. Just didn't expect anything to be parked in my driveway.
It's time for our final new characters. Luke Wilson as Albuquerque and Thomas Middleditch as Flagstaff, who serve as mirror images of Tallahassee and Columbus, down to Flag having his own list of Zombieland guidelines.
Expect the unexpected. It's actually one of my commandments.
These doppelganger characters were originally offered to Ryan Reynolds and Michael Cera, but I like Wilson and Middleditch in the roles. Both of them, Middleditch especially, do a great job mimicking the actors opposite them while still seeming like their own person.
This is great, having the two of you.
I think so. Also, their names are a bit of an inside joke. Albuquerque and Flagstaff were the original names for Tallahassee and Columbus, before they decided to use East Coast cities to match the Georgia-based production. Some zombies have followed, the Southwest Bizarro Boys here, so the two of them go to show how they kill the brainless undead in this apocalyptic idiocracy. They fight and kill the 3 T-800s, while the others watch through the window, but we don't get to see the ultimate kills on screen. During their celebration/debriefing, Nevada notices a bite on Turkey's arm, and after some more yellow puking, man, it's so gross. We've got ourselves a couple more T-800s. The fight scene that follows is a masterpiece of choreography and camera work that took a day and a half to film, which makes sense given that it goes on for way longer than you'd expect.
How you doing? Bad! How are you? Bad!
The 2 minutes of non-stop action is filmed to look like an unbroken tape, although there are about 7 hidden cuts during which the actors would swap out with stunt performers. They're done seamlessly though, and the sequence is a highlight of the film. It finally ends when the doppelgangers are killed, Kirky by a head bash with a guitar, and Flagstaff by a gunshot to the dome.
Those guys are dicks.
Good kills, but not Zombie Kill of the Year. That award went to a dude in Pisa, Italy, who lured a trio of zombies towards a womannequin and her kitchen before leaning the famous tower right on over to crush them to death. Vaffanculo! Though there's obvious chemistry between Tallahassee and Nevada, they decide not to bring her along right now. Maybe she had to go help Corey campaign. Since Tallahassee can't get a hang of the monster truck, they're forced to use the minivan once again. They shortly catch up with an ice cream truck on the road, and look who's driving that freezer on wheels.
Why the hell is she still alive?
Yep, lucky for all of us, Madison is back. She says her earlier sleep was caused by a nut allergy after eating trail mix, and Columbus, out of kindness, shot his gun over her head.
I was really just kind of scary, Will.
You're not gonna get rid of me that easy.
Oh no. The quartet makes it to Babylon, and though Tallahassee Hassi's reluctance to abandon his Second Amendment rights, since it'll allow him to see Little Rock, he reluctantly complies. Production designer Martin Wisp had a fun time making Babylon, a hipster hippie utopia with aesthetics based on Burning Man. That meant a lot of scavenged materials and original artwork. It's a great location for the film to have, especially for use in this final act. The group finds Little Rock and wraps her up in a big old hug, but she's not exactly thrilled to see them here.
These people are peaceful and they're friendly and nice, and honestly, I don't think you're gonna fit in here.
I love how much of this movie calls out that the main characters are kind of shitty. Tallahassee actually approves of Little Rock's new safety, so he decides it's time to head out on his own like the lone wolf he thinks he is. Everyone takes it hard, especially Madison.
I will never forget you. What's his name?
See, pal. It's Tallahassee. I told you that.
Sally!
That's another instance of the cast laughing at Deutsch's performance. I noticed it as an editor because they cut away halfway through her line.
Sally!
It was once again the film's like Blu-ray special, this time the blooper reel.
What's your name?
It's Tallahassee. I told you that.
Sally! Something happened!
I love how much Emma Stone appreciates Deutsch's comedy.
Zoe was impossible for all of us.
So funny.
She's so funny.
Yeah. But everybody's so funny. It's a great thing. I mean, it's like...
But especially Zoe.
As soon as he starts his solo run, though, Tallahassee comes across an army of T-800s running towards a fireworks show at Babylon. He quickly heads back to alert them of the threat, which is gonna be tough to deal with, considering they melted down all the weapons.
How we made these cool little peace things.
Berkeley exposes his uselessness, so Little Rock breaks up with him and makes amends with Tallahassee, who takes charge of the community to plan out their defense.
They outnumber us 100 times, but they ain't got what we do.
Guns.
We don't have guns.
What?
They do have biodiesel, though,
Guns? We don't have guns. What?
which the original foursome uses to lay a trap for the zombies, and also a trap to break my kill counting spirit. With the lighting of more fireworks, they lure the horde towards their walls, then light the fuse to a biodiesel bomb that lays inside a fence of flames to keep the zombies back. The zombies accumulate into an uncountable number, especially with the quality of those flame effects in the long shots, and then are all blown to bits by the bomb. This is the first of 3 occasions where I just didn't know what to do. First, I tried asking the writers themselves.
It's like maybe 1,000? I don't know. Tough to say.
I wanted to ask how many extras he had on set just to give me some kind of number to work with.
A lot of those were visual effects.
Then I tried talking to my buddy MatPat about the software he used when he counted up the kills in Mulan. But those were dark figures against a white background, which allowed AI to detect them. This is just dark zombies in a dark scene fucking exploding. AI can't handle that, so I took things into my own hands. I counted 50 zombies in the clearest and most well-lit shot, but after that, the pen continues to fill for another 12 seconds before the bomb blows up. Since it took 19 seconds to get from when the first zombies crossed the barricade to when I counted 50 inside the pen, I'll just assume there was a rate of 50 zombies per 19 seconds. That means 12 more seconds would give us an additional 32 zombies, rounding up, resulting in a total sum of 82 zombies blown up with the biodiesel bomb. But, like I said, that was only the first of 3 headaches for me, because plenty of sets didn't get blown up, and countless more surround the platform upon which the main characters stand. Though they fight back, these are T-800s, so I don't think any stabs or bludgeons would count as kills. In fact, things look so bad, they embrace each other in a Toy Story 3-style group death hug. And that's when Nevada shows up in the monster truck. Here we have castle number 2. It's easy enough to count a single zombie being crushed, but after the others get into the truck and Nevada starts Tokyo drifting, it becomes another all-out splatter fest. I leaned on editor Josh for this counting session, and he and his girlfriend painstakingly tracked 139 zombies getting run over, pulled under the monster truck tires, sideswiped, destroyed in a gore twister, and otherwise murdered by Nevada's big rig road rage. Also, using a monster truck to kill zombies is an idea that was around from the very first draft of Zombieland 2, according to recent wording. I can see why. They end up tipping over the monster truck and gain access to the tower after various things are dropped upon the zombies in their way. I'm glad Madison and Berkeley get to have a hero moment as they continue to kill more zombies who give chase into the tower, giving us 13 total to add to the count. Inside the stairwell, I think 2 zombies are killed by Nevada and Tallahassee as they run up to the roof.
Donkey Kong, motherfuckers!
Finally, Babylon is able to enact their ultimate plan. Tallahassee leading the zombies on a zombie run off the tower's edge. Once again, Josh and his lady helped me count here, and we saw 70 zombies running off the ledge while Tallahassee heroically dangles from a crane. Man, why did I think counting zombies was a good idea? I probably won't do it again when I get to Train to Busan. Oh, and the reason I'm counting 72 deaths here is because there are a couple of coda kills. 2 walkers who almost get Sally Pally until he's saved by Little Rock with the Elvis gun she snuck inside. They rescue Tallahassee, everybody exchanges hugs, and Wichita finally says yes to Columbus's proposal.
Zombieland and not were meant to be together.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, everybody
Knock them out.
kiss. I said everybody kiss. Get to it, newbies. There's one last kill to throw onto the pile, too. A Homer who wanders off the edge on his own. The movie ends with celebratory fireworks. 420 legalize it! And the new family driving off into the sunset in Elvis's pink Cadillac. Then there's a mid-credit scene taking place on day 0 of the zombie problem, during which Bill Murray was doing a press junket for Garfield 3 Flabby Tabby.
Why in the world Garfield 3?
Drugs cost money.
I love that they got a bunch of real TV personalities for this scene, and that Bill Murray didn't have any scripted lines. He just ad-libbed everything. While taking a selfie with Bill, Al Roker starts puking up yellow stuff and turns into a zombie before getting knocked out by Bill with a chair. Murray leaves the interview and goes on a zombie-beaten rampage that was filmed in just 90 minutes using 3 cameras at once. It's an impressive showcase of Bill Murray's physical comedy. The 68-year-old is doing all of this himself, with no stunt performers or stand-ins. I don't think any of his chair hitting or plate smashing would count as kills, but we do see Lily Estefan as a zombie. Since we saw her alive earlier during the interviews, I'll go ahead and count her as our final kill of the episode. Thank God.
I hate Mondays.
How many zombies were tapped until they wound up on the kill count? I mean, I can't tell you for certain, but I'll give you a bullshit estimate. Let's go! Oh, shit. These won't stop. Someone help!
He broke something.
By my best estimate, there were 376 kills in Zombieland Double Tap. That beats the record of 292 set by Final Destination 532 days ago. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and new kill count champion, Zombieland Double Tap! Congratulations. With a runtime of 99 minutes, that left us with a kill on average every 15.8 seconds. What the fuck, man? I'll give the Golden Chainsaw for coolest kill to the first T-800 of the film. After nearly 4 years of kill counting, I can safely say a head being crushed is one of my favorite kinds of kills. Don't Machete for lamest kill will go to the 3 T-800s killed off screen by Flagstaff and Albuquerque. And that's it. Zombieland Double Tap came out in 2019, and though it set the record, was not the most difficult movie I've ever had to count. I did give up during Rec 3, after all. Until next time, I'm James A. Janice. This has been the Kill Count. Thanks a lot for watching.
Probably one of the most famous bits of dialogue from Jedi Fallen Order has made its way into LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, thanks to mods. This Cal Kestis mod created by Hunter777 shows off yet another hyper-detailed character that feels almost official, but yet was made by a fan. It even gives Cal his own voice lines.
Do you think it ever stopped?
interactions with his environment, and even characters in the game. For instance, check out what happens to Cal when he engages in battle with stormtroopers or clone troopers.
More troopers ahead.
The attention to detail here is wild. For a longer breakdown of
1, 2, 3, 4. You're somebody, and nothing, and that would be nothing. I'm the smartest man in the world.
Well, good morning, campers. This is the Jackery Portable Power Station. It can power all of your electrical needs, no matter where you go. Today, we're putting its power to the test with a twist and a firm tug. Each Jackery is powering the suspension mechanics on our players' barrels, which are connected to their underwear. When your Jackery runs out of juice, you get a mega wedgie. Ouch. All right, I take it you two are comfortable. I sized these barrels myself, exactly to the wedgie height. I'll alternate asking you questions. If you're right, something gets plugged into your opponent's Jackery. If you're wrong, something will get plugged into your own. Jamie, you're first. So, which iPhone was released in 2015?
Who knows? Come on, man. This is like baby question. This is warm up. I mean, when was the first iPhone released? They come out every year. I'm going with the iPhone.
Let's start.
5S.
No! iPhone 6S.
Okay, that was close.
Ish.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, you've earned yourself a steaming hot kettle plugged into your Jackery. Nothing to worry about here, Jimmy. Just 850 watts of water heating potential.
Oh my gosh. We're starting off with the big gun just a little bit.
So stop it! Stop it! Are you making tea for everybody?
Boop. So your barrels will range from green to red. Once they hit red, you are in the danger zone. And speaking of our last question, did you know that Jackery was founded by a former Apple battery engineer back in 2012? Oh gosh, that is just hot water. Don't I feel refreshed? Second question, anyone?
Yeah, let's move on.
Miles, in which country is the world's tallest building?
This is so unfair. That's like a legitimate question that like most people would know.
It's the Burj Khalifa.
Yes, it is. And where is that located?
Is it Abu Dhabi?
It's Dubai.
Look him up!
Sorry, Miles. It looks like you're going to need to be plugged in while I make a full breakfast on this hot plate.
I want to see your light.
Oh, no!
Yeah, yours is going down too.
You're actually cracking an egg?
Oh, sorry, dude. I'm really hungry.
Burning power.
Okay, and time to crank this bad boy up to high.
Oh, nice.
All right, Miles.
Oh, it's like hot.
I'll just set this hot boy to the side. Now, these Jackeries are pretty intense. They're 1,000 watt hours. All right, Jamie, what year was the internet as we know it today invented?
Oh, you have to know.
You're like a computer programmer.
I'm going to go with 1989.
That is correct.
Oh, snap! Plug them in!
Better plug in my blow dryer.
Oh, yeah! You know how many watts that's going to be? Like all of them.
Okay, so on the low setting it is right now, it is pulling 450. If I crank it to high, it'll be 1350. Let's see if the Jackery can handle it for just a little bit.
Okay, turn it off! No,
I can't hear you!
keep it going! Slow!
Down. Sorry, I couldn't hear you over my high-powered blow dryer.
Yeah.
That last question was about the internet, and I think here's something fun we could do on the internet. You could go to Jackery's website and see their cool new products and deals. Miles, who discovered electricity?
Oh, come on!
Miles!
Are we serious right now?
I know for a fact it's not Einstein.
Oh, folks.
Oh, boy.
Oh, folks.
Oh, yes, okay. Not Ben Franklin, but Thomas Edison is not it.
You gotta, no, that's your final answer. You can't just say names and then look at my face to see if it's right or wrong.
It is Benjamin
It is Benjamin Franklin.
He did not invent electricity.
Well,
Discovered. No one invented it.
Oh my God.
Oh, so you guys invented electricity.
Okay.
A full laundry steamer.
Are you serious?
Oh, this is too good. This is too good.
You know, I always like to camp wrinkle-free. Question 5. What food is the most ordered in an American restaurant? The cuisine of our people.
Well, what do you think it is?
Irrelevant.
Ben Franklin.
I'm pretty sure the most ordered food in American restaurants is fried chicken. There's no way.
It is fried chicken. Miles, I'm so sorry. You get another punishment.
I'm the smartest man in the world.
Miles, I'm going to give you a single strand of Christmas lights. 15 watts a line.
15 watts, people.
Okay, Miles.
I got this one.
I really think you do. Which planet in our solar system is known for having a ring?
Oh, come on! Are we serious right now?
Saturn.
Yes!
Yeah, I'm smart.
What is Jamie did?
It's a 15-watt phone charger that looks like Christmas lights.
Okay, I like that a lot.
And another 5 strands of Christmas lights.
Wait, what?
I don't make the rules, pal. I just camp here. Here's a cool little Jackery fact. You can plug your phone straight into it without an adapter. It has plenty of USB ports. All these Christmas lights are making me feel so festive. You know, the Jackery would make a great Christmas present for the outdoor enthusiast in your life. Anyways, I'm about to give Miles some solar panels. Now, Miles, can you tell me why this won't actually be helpful to you?
The sun does not shine inside. There are no windows here.
Can I see this?
Absolutely. Look, it's a portable solar panel that you can plug into your Jackery, prop up, and it'll charge it for full off-the-grid camping. Jamie.
Well, give me one of the Miles questions. You know, like, what month comes after January? I'm ready.
On which hand did Captain Hook have his hook?
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. Right hand.
Wrong! Okay! So I'm just gonna turn on a fan.
That looks fairly powerful.
This is a mere, 35-watt pole. Miles, you're on a streak. Who is the founder of Facebook?
What? Are we serious right now?
Yeah. Lizard Overlord Mark Zuckerberg.
As it is written.
Yeah, the master of all lizards. Because he is one. This sucker might buy me.
Trust you cause you dab with the left hand. I keep something up on my hip, that's my right hand. All my dogs come first, all lost in the perp. Left hand doing numbers, right hand doing work. Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand, right hand, right hand. Left be working in the right, coming right back. Yeah, I left to get it right, now I'm right back. Still the wheel with my knee while I count a band. I show love and affection to all my fans. I got fair diamond holding up my pants. I turn up on the stage while I hit my dance. I get serious when it come to business, don't waste my time, boy, you know that I ain't playing. I gotta click it, we move, we dumb, 20 hoes land where I'm standing. I never dap you with the left hand. I draw down with the Glock in the right hand. I got Panthers with me when I walk in. A lot of shooters waiting in a sprinter fan. I swear that I'm hot, boy, I need a fan. I got prices and sales and they all pan. Make it work while I'm using the left hand. Bring it back while I'm using the right hand. I don't trust you cause you dab with the left hand. I keep something up on my hip, that's my right hand. All my dogs come first, all lost in the perp. Left hand doing numbers, right hand doing work. Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand, right hand, right hand. Left be working in the right, coming right back. Yeah, I left to get it right, now I'm right back. Clear myself while I'm spitting the 12. Drilling the hole while I'm using the nail. Dumping the cut while G rapping the bell. Been at the street while you watching for 12. Straight up my hand right after they deal. Dope ain't come back when I whip, so I fell. Stroke got that pack coming out through the mail. Biggie had that perk flown out through the jail. Mac in the comeback, I work off a deal. Left and right hand, I use both on well. Right and the left, I can use for the sprayer. Don't get in my way, I ain't taking the L. Ain't got no room, I'ma grind off a well. Where I'ma be, only time it could tell. You know I go hard, I be bringing them hell. I'm washing the residue off of my nails. I don't trust you cause you dab with the left hand. I keep something up on my hip, that's my right hand. All my dogs come first, all lost in the perp. Left hand doing numbers, right hand doing work. Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand, right hand, right hand. Left be working in the right, coming right back. Yeah, I left to get it right now, right back.
No.
On the card. And speaking of Facebook, you can go to Facebook right now to follow and like Jackery to learn about their special promotions and discounts. I don't know, Jamie. This fan is making me awfully cold.
Stop it!
I think I'm gonna.
No, don't say it. Heater. No, you do not get to
Space heater.
You do not get to put in.
The Jackery has 3 AC outlets, but it looks like yours are all filled.
Oh shoot! I guess you'll have to unplug something, Sloan.
There we go. Can we leave about this?
How many watts does that space heater hold? That's got to be in the hundreds. Oh my gosh! Jamie, Rudolph has entered the chat.
Luis Fonsi, singer of the song Despacito, one of Miles' favorites, is from which United States territory?
Puerto Rico?
Terrible news for you, Miles. It is Puerto Rico. It's, I don't know, milkshake o'clock. And I'm about to use a blender.
Oh, that's big watts.
This is vanilla ice cream I'm mixing with our VAT 19 pecan pie in a jar.
Do you know how long that's going to take?
Oh, man. Yeah, I really want it smooth.
As soon as that blender goes on, you're going super red.
I believe in the Jackery.
I am red or redder than I am.
And I think she's perfect.
Shout out to the Jackery. I'm still suspended.
Miles, how many colors are in a rainbow?
Are we serious with these questions?
Red.
Oh boy.
Orange.
It's like watching a toddler walking for the first time.
7 colors in the rainbow.
And he is correct! Unfortunately, you've only given Jamie a bug zapper. Miles, I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're looking red.
Hey, Jamie, I got a question for you.
Yeah, bring it.
Where would you find the Sea of Tranquility?
Check down, so I want to knock it.
I'm sorry. What? I guess we're playing on a curve? Like, Miles, I got bad news for you. I know exactly where you find the Sea of Tranquility.
Really?
Yeah, 100%. Woo! Earth, moon.
That's where the Sea of Tranquility is!
Plug them in!
What you're about to see is going to melt your brain.
You look different.
This is destiny.
Embrace it.
I have never had alcohol.
Smartest man alive in this room.
Miles, you're kind of in luck. A Rubik's Cube Bluetooth speaker.
Oh, come on!
Rubik's Cube connects to your phone, plays music. Both barrels are looking very red. Miles, it is your question. This could push it over the edge. What is it called when a bowler makes 3 strikes in a row?
What? You're asking me about features of the moon, and you ask him what 3 strikes in bowling is called? This whole thing is completely rigged.
Turkey! It is indeed a turkey! And speaking of things getting cooked, this is my microwave, and I'm gonna have it going for at least 2.5 minutes because I'm making barbecue popcorn.
This has been the most rigged charade ever.
Jamie, your life is so good.
Oh man.
Come on, Jackery.
I am a little cold though. I wonder if I should turn on.
No, don't you dare, Sloan!
Should I turn on the space heater?
No!
We are talking fan, space heater, bug zapper, microwave, phone charger that is lights, 5 strands of Christmas lights, and now it smells like barbecue. I love today.
Come on, Jackery. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Jackery.
Hey, you almost hit a minute on the microwave.
Oh, it ripped out!
That's some real wood horse.
I think I have no feeling in my butt anymore.
If you at home would like to give your boss a mega wedgie, or just power everything you use in the great outdoors, consider a Jackery and check the description below to see about their latest event and promotions. If you'd like to see some of the curiously awesome goods we used in this video, go to vat19.com. Bye.
Vat19.com. Wait, what just broke?
Today we're having fun with the Hero Clip, a strong carabiner with a super handy hook. Now we're going to be testing its weight limits with a twist. Each Hero Clip will be supporting a barrel, which is connected to a wire that is clamped to our contestants' underwear. Drawing a ping pong ball will determine how much weight to add to your barrel. Now when your Hero Clip breaks, you get a massive wedgie. Now we're only doing one thing with the Hero Clip, but it's a whole lot more versatile than that. So check it out.
The Hero Clip attaches your stuff, but also lets you hang your gear. The hook is double jointed with a fully rotating arm and a gripping rubber cap so you can hang your stuff anywhere. It's really handy for outdoor trips and in everyday life, and just for random things that come up. This clip is rated for 60 pounds, but we're going to see how much it can really hold.
Alright nerds, you ready to get wedgies? The Hero Clip is rated for 60 pounds, so we've preloaded it with 60 pounds. And what we're going to do is we're going to see how much weight we can add to this before the Hero Clip breaks. And once the Hero Clip breaks,
oh! Look at how tight that is.
Serious in the wedgie. Is this safe, Danny?
Ish.
We'll put cups on you guys, because there have been incidences where there have been injuries to the front regions from a back wedgie, believe it or not.
I guess let's go get ready.
Put the cups on.
For this fun game. Drew, you're up!
Alright. Yeah, that was a good one.
Oh, good pick.
Well done.
20 pounds.
Nice. Alright. Guess it's my turn.
20. 5, baby!
I'm still nervous, even though I got a 5 and I just watched you get 20. Alright. No breakage. This is starting to seem like a really bad idea, guys.
Starting to?
Looks like it's bending, but I have no idea.
Is it bending? I don't know, should I clench my butt or not? I don't know what to do with my butt. Look at Danny, how he's got his feet away from the bottom. Feet away, he thinks it's going to pop.
It's like borderline cheers.
You're more than double.
Oh, you're fucking.
It's weight limit.
I feel like I've never been golden still.
5.
He is cheating. I don't know how he's doing it.
Okay, a 10. Again, I don't know what to do with my butt. I don't know. I can't help you. Oh! Did you feel something? I felt something. Drew, you're out.
Oh, gosh. I got a 20. It's like bending forward. I don't want to hit me in the back.
It's not going to hit you in the back, buddy. It's going to hit you in the butt.
I got a 20. My first 20.
Guys, I got to share something with you real quick.
Uh-oh.
When I get nervous, sometimes I fart.
Guys, what? The clip? Like, the little latch?
Oh, it's
pulled away so it doesn't even work anymore. Mine is way off. Yeah.
20! Jamie takes the lead! Why are you moving away?
That's not being with breaks.
Are we in the danger zone?
I'm coming.
Do you know when it's gonna pop? Is it ready to pop? Look at that face. 24.
I got 21.
I think this is it for you, dude. Look at Look at how far away you stand. You would too. How's it looking, Joey? It's not good, man. I can't believe these things are still holding.
Cut off your head and nail it to your head.
I feel like it's going to be a 20 again. I just want a 5. Okay, 10. I guess that's better than a 20.
I want to live!
It's a given. Everybody's cutting with a knife. Why is the map?
No! I want to live! I want to live! I'll always love that clip. From SpongeBob, just that. No! I want to live! I want to live! Nope, that was from episode 1 of season 4. Yeah.
Mr. Krabs? How many do you think there are?
20.
10. Actually, I won't charge a dime unless we win. In fact, I think we should counter-sue for everything Plankton owns.
Mr. Henry here's money. What is that?
Squidward, do you want to win or not?
Yes, I do. Get out of my house! Squidward, you wouldn't want to have to talk to human resources. Would you? Someday, but not today.
Honey bunch? Uh-oh.
Did somebody say boom?
It all started when I was born. Hello? SpongeBob!
No good, Mr. Krabs.
Come get some!
Gotta find a meme, so here's some monkeys going bananas.
When my tear ducts give issue, I can't use just any tissue. I need 4-ply when I cry.
SpongeBob memes.
Anything you want and more.
What does claustrophobic mean?
It means he's afraid of Santa Claus.
No, it doesn't.
Oh!
Stop it, Dr. Disco!
What does claustrophobic mean? It means he's scared of Santa Claus. Ho, ho, ho.
Stop it, Patrick, you're scary. Bring him.
Get out! He's got a little splinter in his foot.
There's very little.
20 Krabby Patties, please. Sure thing, old buddy, old squid.
That's a great idea. Let's start a riot.
I think I need to take a shower.
This is more of the music than the scene.
But I don't like pistachio.
Then why did you ask for it?
That's gonna be me when my niece and nephew are older. Like, my niece is just throwing a tantrum because I got her the ice cream she wanted, and I'm like, then why the fuck did you ask for it?
I better take the shortcut.
I gotta take the shortcut. Mr. Krabs! He just...
SpongeBob! What?
SpongeBob!
They're on every corner! Block after block! They're everywhere! Got it.
I can deny it no longer. I am small.
Do something about this.
This looks like a job for Old Reliable. And it's gonna be a good one, just wait and see.
Yay! More life! Breakfast and a little morning television.
Fungus among us.
Got a huge eye.
This Squidward test dummy.
Hey, Squidward. More cheesy?
No, I don't seem to mind.
That sound seemed like me when I was younger. That is very high drop.
Wanted to see out the window. It's our favorite pastime.
You too, SpongeBob? He was $5 short on payday.
You too, SpongeBob? Here's $5 short on payday. Oh, automaton. Memes. Very funny memes.
The massive popularity spike of Poppy originates specifically from one short chase scene in Chapter 1. That chase scene is completely impossible to do without running, and you can trust me on that. I know it pretty well. Now with the release of Chapter 2 that's like 6-7 times longer than the first, you would expect that running is also required during multiple of the many chases that the game contains. Personally, I had no clue if I would be successful, and to raise the stakes even higher, I decided that I wouldn't allow myself to jump either. No running, or jumping, and also no speedrun skips, since that would skip all the chases. Could Poppy Playtime Chapter 2 make me run? People coming in there like, dude, how's your day been so far? I'm like, yeah, woke up at 12:30, you know?
Yo, what's your training tactic? Touching butts in the park.
Tripping last night. In the chase, you will die instantly. Okay. Okay, let's find out. In fact, should I take the shift key off? It's my shift key. I'll put it on the mic. Isn't it easier to change the controls? Isn't it lamer to change the controls?
Isn't it lamer to change the controls? Like cringe, L. There's my earbuds. I want to listen to music. Before I go into a fight where the last time I fought the guy, I kicked him once in the head and he crumpled.
him around and bang him with knees. That's it. Now we're working on Muay Thai. I want to focus inside the clinch. Let's really use those knees. Control him from there. Let's go. Ouch! Nice knee. You gotta control him now. Use the knees to break his body. knockout. Well, yeah, Joe, that fight was over as soon as that kick made contact. And with this particular striker, you are playing with poison if you don't get that guard up. You know these kicks are coming. You know they're coming in bunches. And that was a near-perfect plan. Nailed the target. Full extension on the kick. And that's one of the better highlights we've seen here recently inside the octagon. Check it out again. Bang. And there he is after a massive knockout here tonight. Near perfect execution. And a seminal moment for him here in the octagon tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliano stopping the contest at 1 minute, 35 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Mendez.
All right, so the rivalry fight lives up to the hype, and man, is that one happy winner right there as he celebrates with his coaches. He wanted this one in the worst way, and he gets it in a big way. Congratulations on winning this rivalry matchup here tonight.
more damage. Come on. Change it up. Do more damage. Mix it up. Nice work. Throw more punches.
Controls? Oh, yeah, you're right. There's two shift keys. Yeah, okay. If you see me reaching over to the other side of my keyboard to grab shift, you know something's up.
Today, we're going to be unboxing these headphones that I bought online.
See, the thing is, I had heard of honey, but I thought that was way too good to be true. Then, after the fact, I found out on this purchase, I could have saved 35.
I hope you and Chad all have a great day.
It'll be fun. We'll have a good day. Oh, hey, you know what, guys? Fuck it. We're doing jumpless as well. This is gonna be both sprintless and jumpless. Alright, stack them.
Guys, look!
A deal dingle.
It's pretty. Check it.
Guys!
How did this geeky-looking dad in his saggy underpants become the biggest badass TV hero ever? Well, here's every single episode of Breaking Bad in one video to explain how. Here we go, Season 1, Episode 1. Walter starts as an unfulfilled man. He teaches chemistry to a bunch of students who don't want to learn. They'd rather be wrapping tongues than wrapping their heads around how flames can change colour using Walter's magical mist. Walter works 2 jobs just so he can pay for his mediocre house. A house which needs a new boiler, his family can only afford fake bacon, and the overdue bills are piling up. But even more tragically, his glove box needs repairing. He sees on the news that uneducated gangsters can use chemistry to make meth and make a tidy profit. So suddenly he forms an idea about how he, as an extra shift at the car wash, turns a crazy amount of profit, or about how he, as an educated chemistry teacher, can earn a crazy amount of profit by taking another shift at the car wash. Turns out this was one shift too many as he starts coughing to death. Hold on, Grim Reaper. He's not dying just yet. The doctor's given him another 2 years before his lung cancer kills him.
Understood. That's just said. Lung cancer. Inoperable.
So what's the guy gonna do now? Well, the car wash job isn't very fulfilling, so screw doing that anymore. What's the guy gonna do now? Well, the car wash job isn't very fulfilling, so screw doing that anymore. Walter wants some of that sweet meth money, and he knows just a guy to show him how the meth business works. His brother-in-law, Hank, who works for the Drug Enforcement Agency. While watching his first drug bust, Walter notices an old student running away from the crime scene, Jesse Pinkman. So Walter goes to his house and says, "Yo, yo, yo, you looking for a new chef? I can help you out and cook some low-party meth." And blown away by his fresh rhyme, Jesse agrees to go into business. They purchase an RV using the last of Walter's life savings so they can go cook in a place far from home. We see the dynamic of Jesse having a chill time cooking meth, and Walter wants everything done properly so that his product stands out from the trash in circulation. Jesse brings along one of his connections so they can make a deal, but one guy recognises Walter from the earlier drug bust and suspects he's working with the DEA. So they're about to shoot them both, but Walter says if he spares them, he will teach them how to cook better quality batches. Little did these rookies know, Walter knows how to create a toxic gas explosion with red phosphorus. So with 2 lifeless bodies slapping about in the back and an unconscious Jesse Pinkman, Walter flees the scene of a murder he committed and a fire. In his state of panic, he crashes the RV and assumes the incoming sirens are going to take him away. Shit, not before I take myself to heaven, I imagine he said internally as he pulled the trigger. Fortunately for him, the safety on the gun was on, and double lucky for him, the sirens are just fire trucks. He goes home with a proud erection and shares his glory with his wife Steiner. Episode 2. Jesse rings Walter to stress they have one body to deal with and another body which isn't quite dead yet. and Walter decides to go to work instead of helping Jesse handle the situation. Meanwhile, the zombified drug dealer has escaped the RV, and Walter sees him wandering the streets as he finally goes to Jesse's house.
Hey, listen.
And they proceed to padlock him to a hole in Jesse's basement. They flip a coin to decide. Who is going to deal with the dead body and who is going to make one more. It doesn't go very well at the start because Jesse can't find the right type of plastic tub to dissolve a body in, and instead of killing the other guy in the basement, Walter makes him a sandwich. The episode ends with Jesse deciding to use a standard ceramic bathtub to melt the body down, but the acid eats right through the tub and the floors below, creating one of the most disgustingly funny scenes in the entire show.
I'm sorry, what were you asking me? Oh, yes. That stupid plastic container I asked you to buy.
Episode 3. Walter still hasn't killed zombie guy locked up in the basement, and is instead delaying the inevitable because he's trying to think of another way to solve the problem. He then does the silliest thing you can do in that situation by getting friendly with him. He learns that his street name is Crazy 8, but his actual name is Domingo. So now the problem is this guy is no longer a nameless foe to you, he's your basement buddy. So now your killing is going to feel personal. If you want me to be your basement buddy, comment down below. We'll get talking. You may have noticed by now that I'm skipping over certain details like Skyler being suspicious of Walter's phone call, but if I went over every single plot detail, there would be zero reason for you to watch Breaking Bad yourself, and also it makes for better pacing for this video, which we're going to get back on track with now. Walter strangles Crazy 8 to death using a bike lock, and we say goodbye to a short-lived but decent enough character. While Walter was getting crazy good mates with Crazy 8, Hank was investigating the crime scene where the fire was put out. He sees Crazy 8's car was left behind, and we can see Hank start to pick up the puzzle pieces. It's going to take Hank 5 seasons to pick up all of these puzzle pieces, but the resulting picture is worth the wait. Episode 4. Walter reveals that he has cancer to his family in a well-acted, somber scene. Not many actors could do a convincing cry, but Anna Gunn nailed this scene.
I have cancer.
There's not a ton of plot progression in this episode, it's mainly about character development. Walter is silently pulling away from discussions on chemotherapy and just wanting to be his own man. Jesse goes home and we see how his family has basically disowned him for being a dopey dropout. And yeah, it's a cool episode, but there's not much plot here for me to joke about, so... Episode 5. Jesse is looking for a job since his project with Walter was a disastrous fail, and he bumps into his friend Badger.
He's on probation, Joe. Gotta prove to the man I'm rehabilitated.
Everyone loves Badger. Jesse and Badger team up to try and recreate the same meth that Walt did, but Jesse realises he can't measure up without Walt's help. Meanwhile, Walt is at a birthday party for his old business partner, Elliot Schwartz, who is now a massively successful something science. Elliot offers him a high-paying job, but again Walter sheepishly retracts from the idea because deep down he wants to be his own badass independent man. Walt gets an intervention where his family tries to convince him to get treatment.
You're a pussy.
Yeah, this scene is pretty great, but it's killing my mood, so let's skip to the part where Walter stops being stubborn and agrees to do the treatment and be the man his family wants him to be, with a little bit of being a meth chef on the side. That's right, he wants back in, baby. Episode 6. Hank is sniffing around Walter's school laboratory because he found a mask that came from the equipment room there. And instead of suspecting the chemistry teacher being behind this new batch of chemically pure meth in circulation, he pins him on the kind-hearted Mexican janitor because after a background check they discovered criminal activity. And so here we see the first wave of collateral damage caused by Walt's meth business. Walter's evolution into his persona Heisenberg begins to take form as he shaves off his hair, which because of the cancer and stuff, it will begin to fall out anyway. Jesse tries to strike a deal with a notoriously unhinged distributor called Tuco. Who then beats the living piss out of Jesse when he asks for his money. Waltz, enraged by his partner's beating, fully becomes Heisenberg and pays Tuco a visit himself. He demonstrates his chemistry powers by blowing up a rock of fulminated mercury.
It's not math.
Heisenberg's monster.
Episode 7. Hiding in plain sight, Heisenberg attends a PTA meeting. He wants to take his mind off the fact he unintentionally got the janitor arrested, so he starts fingering his wife. A classic old school move which pulls Skyler's attention from the meeting and lessening her chances of being involved in the discussion. Next up.
What? He what? He what?
I'm
He what?
and this is your
And what?
UFC minute. As the fighters' wins begin to add up, the pressure to maintain momentum becomes a major factor. Every fighter who competes in the
Day, Heisenberg and Jesse meet up to trade with Tuco. Now respect Heisenberg as a fellow crazy person, and they make a deal to deliver double the amount of meth next time, even though Jesse knows Tuco will kill them if they fail to deliver. And yet Heisenberg doesn't care because he's gonna die anyway. And also he's certain that they can make enough if they source their own ingredients. Firstly, they need to steal some Etch-a-Sketches from crying children to make thermite. Then they can use the thermite to burn through a security door and steal a barrel full of yummy methamphetamine. The product they end up making with these ingredients is the show's iconic blue-coloured meth, and Tuco loves it, and he wants more.
Tight, yeah! Blue, yellow, pink. Whatever, man, just keep bringing me that.
Tuco then beats his bodyguard into a pile of mashed potatoes, to demonstrate that he's not the kind of man you want to disappoint.
Damn, man, look at that, look!
Woo! So that's Series 1 done, but here's a few questions you may have. Question 1, why is Skyler so fat? Well, she's actually pregnant, and you would have known that if I had remembered to tell you. Question 2, isn't Skyler suspicious about Heisenberg's lengthy absences? The answer is yes, but he tells her that he's going to alternative healing classes, and also to mind your own damn business, you fat cow. Season 2, Episode 1.
That is what he says. I sure know. I've never seen the show.
That's how much Heisenberg has estimated he will need before he can quit his new business venture. And I'm sure that's exactly what will happen. There will be zero hiccups in this solid plan. Ah, crap, Tuco killed a guy. So now there's another dead body involved. Oh no, now Hank is looking at CCTV footage and he suspects a scientist is involved because they used thermite. Oh no, oh come on, now both of Tuco's bodyguards are dead. Well, as long as Tuco doesn't end up holding us up at gunpoint. Oh no. Well, that was a horrible start to the season. Next episode. Episode 2. Hank is hunting down Tuco as his fingerprints were lifted from the dead bodyguard. I'm fairly certain if they just checked his face, they would have found a whole fist print. Skyler reports Heisenberg as missing, but neither Skyler or Hank realise these two cases are connected. Tuco is currently holding them at his weird uncle's house, who can basically do bugger all except ding a bell. We can come back to him later because he's not going anywhere fast. That joke was very poor taste. Realising that Tuco will most likely kill them, Heisenberg sneakily puts some poison into his burrito, but Senor Ding Dong dings his little bell to alert Tuco to the mischief. So Tuco goes mental and takes them outside for a good old-fashioned execution, but Jesse counters with a rock smash. Tuco ends up being shot in the tummy. Hank arrives on scene, so Heisenberg and Jesse hide behind some barrels. This way they get to watch Hank shoot Tuco dead. Episode 3. Heisenberg comes up with an idea to strip down naked, so that when he ends up in hospital after a fugue state, his family will likely believe this rationale for why he's been missing. Meanwhile, Jesse's been taken in for questioning by the DEA, because they found his car at Tuco shootout scene. They bring in Senor Ding Dong, who we learned is an OG drug lord, and instead of ratting out Jesse, who he hates, he craps his pants when questioned by the DEA, who hates even more. When Heisenberg gets home, Skyler finds it hard to pretend that
He says, "You know, I hate you so much, I'm gonna shit."
told her that he likely has a second cell phone that he uses. Skyler said she saw him using his phone before he disappeared, but the phone records are blank upon investigation. So with this suspicion, she acts like a cold bitch for the next couple of episodes. But honestly, who can blame her? Episode 4.
I can.
This episode mainly focuses on Jesse, and man, is it a downer. His parents kicked him out of his auntie's home where he was staying after she died. His bike then gets stolen, and the only thing he has left is the RV, which is currently in an impound with all his cooking equipment. He could just go get it back, but he owes this guy a lot of money who agreed to hide his RV in the lot. With nowhere to go, he climbs over a barbed wire fence and falls into a portaloo. He climbs over a barbed wire fence and falls into a portaloo. He ends the night crying, covered in crap, and laying on some cardboard. Oh, Jesse, you poor boy. Next morning, he urges Heisenberg to give him his money that he's owed from the last deal, but they disagree on the amount that is owed and they scuffle. And then they kiss a little and make up afterwards. Episode 5. Jesse gets a new place, meets a hot goth girl, and he's back in business cooking with Heisenberg. He's also enlisted a small crew to sell their products, so they don't have to do business with another crazy distributor until later in the series. Hank is having PTSD about killing Tuco, and that also comes into play later. Episode 6. This is a really uncomfortable but overall great episode. Jesse confronts two skanky... Stop calling me that! Okay then, two human-sized chemical waste bins who stole product from Jesse's crew member Skinny Pete. You get to see Jesse show kindness towards the junkie's kid, who clearly needs to be put into care because these two are more concerned with breaking into ATMs and getting their fix than they are giving their own kid a wash. Well, this is killing my comedy vibes. Let's skip to the scene where Skank Woman pushes the ATM onto Skank Man's head. Episode 7. Skylar gets her old job back with the impression that she's doing it to help fund Heisenberg's treatment, but she may as well be carrying a huntsman rifle because it's painfully obvious she's after this silver fox. Hank also gets a temporary job promotion working in El Paso, but he soon finds it too much and wants to go back home. I think I'd feel the same way if I saw Danny Trejo's head on a tortoise. Hey! Welcome to... Episode
Holy
8.
shit.
Badger gets busted by the DEA, so Jesse recommends that they should hire a shady lawyer, as this will probably happen more times in their future if they plan to grow the business. And they're going to need him on board quick because Hank has already transferred back to his old job, and he's soon going to be badgering Badger for answers. The lawyer Saul Goodman tells Heisenberg that there's no deal where Badger won't be talking to the DEA. So they give Saul a gentle push to come up with some other options by threatening to murder him.
Jimmy, in and out. City, state, and federal has spent 44 of the last 58 years inside. Jimmy provides a very special service. For a price, Jimmy will go to prison. Cops bust Jimmy, Badger gets out, everybody's happy, and all it's going to cost you is $80,000 and 1 pound of your finest.
Saul Goodman may be slimier than an expired packet of ham, but he's smarter than the average sausage. Episode 9. Heisenberg says he's going to visit his mum for a few days, but that's a lie, so he can cook with Jesse. Says he's going to visit his mum for a few days, but that's a lie, so he can cook with Jesse. They get home just in time for Heisenberg to check up with the doctor, and he says your cancer is almost all gone. He punches a towel dispenser in the bathroom, feeling a range of emotions that I'm not smart enough to interpret. I just sit here like, oh wow, that Heisenberg sure is crazy right now. Episode 10. Here we start to see Heisenberg become completely unhinged. Almost like the power is making him act like the next Tuco. This episode is all about control. If Hank says his son can't drink, Heisenberg says yes he can.
Hey! Bring the bottle back.
If he sees another cook trying to set up shop, Heisenberg says, stay out of my territory. Oh, and also Skylar's being a cock tease by presenting her flowers bunnies to a hungry silver fox. So we can only imagine where this is going to end up. Episode 11. Combo gets shot. Skinny Pete says I'm out, and so that's all of Jesse's crew out of the picture for now. Saul advises them to use a professional distributor this time and not some lunatic. So they go find Gus Spring, the owner of a chicken shop chain and also a lunatic. But they don't know that yet. He just seems like a cautious businessman. Jesse misses the important meetup because he's busy doing hard drugs with his now girlfriend Jane. Meanwhile, Skylar is going through Ted's financial records and discovers he's basically committed tax fraud. And that will play a part later in the story, but that's going to have to wait because Skylar's about to pop out a baby. Episode 12. Welcome, baby Holly, to the family. I'm sure you'll grow up without any problems in life. Your mother only smoked a little bit during pregnancy, your dad has a very stable job, and your Uncle Jesse will be a wonderful influence.
It just shows there's the guy who played Jesse next to a doll, all with it having cigarettes, fake money, fake...
Yeah, I found this picture online and I had to find a way to incorporate it into the video. It's just too precious to pass up. Walter Jr., Heisenberg's son, who I've neglected to mention up until now, has set up a charity page to help his dad. That's really sweet, thanks son. How can I use this charity page to aid my meth business? I know, says Saul. Let's take your son's hard work and crap all over it by using it as a way to launder your money. Wahahaha, great idea, Saul. Yeah, frick my son, I hate that guy. Later, Heisenberg goes to Jesse's house and finds his girlfriend overdosing. But instead of saving her life, he believes it's better for her to be out of the picture. She's really crushing their bro time vibe, so she's got to get out of here now. Episode 13. This season has been teasing an event that's going to happen, where all we see at the start of each episode is the evidence of an explosion with this creepy looking half-scorched bear. Well, here's what happens. After Heisenberg allowed Jane to overdose and die, he went to a bar and drank with a man who we know to be Jane's dad. Jane's dad is an air traffic controller and kinda loses his mind after losing his disappointed daughter. So he deliberately crashes two planes together in an explosion we see at the end of the episode. Sandwiched in between this storyline of events, we have Jesse, who is struggling to cope with the loss of his girlfriend. So Saul sends in his henchman and all-round awesome tough guy, Mike Ehrmantraut, who slaps Jesse back into focus and cleans up his mess. We also see a short glimpse of Gus Fring's influence on the community, helping the DEA to raise drug awareness or something along those lines. Either way, he's just like Heisenberg in the sense that he's able to hide in plain sight. But it seems Heisenberg isn't as well trained in this practice as Skylar's bullshit detector is going off like crazy. She knows he has two phones for sure now because Heisenberg accidentally told her before going under for surgery.
Where's your phone? Your cell phone, did you bring it?
Which one?
She knows that he never went to see his mother, and she knows he's been paying for his treatment somehow. So Skylar says, you know what, mate, I don't know what's going on, but I really don't want to be around you right now, so I'm going to see you next season. Season 3, Episode 1. This season, we meet the most threatening villains who barely speak a single word throughout the series. Their mere presence is enough to make you crap yourself, and also their twins, which adds to the spooky. To barely speak a single word throughout the series. Their mere presence is enough to make you crap yourself, and also their twins, which adds to the spooky. The twins are on their way to find Heisenberg, and we don't know why this is yet, but would it surprise you to learn that they're related to Tuco? Jesse goes to rehab to get clean, and Heisenberg reveals the truth to Skylar about what he does, because he realises at this point that he needs to rebuild some trust with her.
You're a drug dealer. How else would you pass that kind of cocaine?
Amphetamine.
But at this point, she's on the brink of divorcing him and taking the kids away for good. So if anyone watching this is looking for a newly single drug lord sugar daddy, I'll jump in quickly before Skylar comes crawling back. I've already got my wig and lipstick on, so the race is on, bitches. Episode 2.
Damn it.
The episode opens with the song A Horse With No Name, and I think that's the only reason for the title. Oh, Heisenberg's been pulled over. Let's just focus on that. The cop was going to let him go with a citation because of his broken windscreen, but Heisenberg is who he is. So he causes a right flap and gets pepper sprayed.
Pepper spray the man who's expressing his opinion under the First Amendment!
Meanwhile, the Silent Twins are en route to meet Senor Ding Dong, Hector Salamanca. To communicate with Hector, they use a Ouija board, which for some reason was in this care home. Seriously, what use would old people have for a Ouija board? They're about to die themselves. Can't they just wait a few months to speak with ghosts? Yeah. Well, anyway, the twins use this Ouija board to find out who Heisenberg is.
The dad from Malcolm in the Middle.
Skylar is learning that Ted's illegal tax maneuvers are similar to Heisenberg's, being that they would both do anything to support their family. But she's still too sour to accept him and his large pizza back into the house. It It's unbelievable, but apparently after this scene was aired, the real people living at this house were harassed by fans throwing pizzas onto their roof to try and recreate the scene. I want to drop an ATM on my own head after reading that. What's wrong with people? There's a cool redemption story for Jesse in this episode. He buys...
Well, good for him.
So a huge result and a seminal moment for him here tonight as he gets the big knockout win. That could hold up as one of the better KOs of the year.
He's back to the same house his parents kicked him out of, and he managed to buy it back at half the price with the help of Saul Goodman.
400,000.
What is that, a joke? No,
That's less than half price. Well, this is a waste of time.
They could possibly imagine that he would entertain this. Come on, honey, I don't know. I just thought some allowance was in order once I heard about the meth lab.
The new owners are expected at any moment. Where do you think you're going?
Besides, bought the place.
The spooky twins are about to axe murder Heisenberg, but then they get a message which basically tells them you can't kill them. And we'll find out why next episode. Episode 3. So this whole episode, Skyler is trying to remove Heisenberg from the house as he decided to return, with the rationale being, my name is on the mortgage, so F you, I live here. Meanwhile, at the chicken farm, the silent twins are silently disagreeing with the proposal that they don't kill Heisenberg yet. As Gus Fring puts it, when my business with Heisenberg is finished, you can do whatever you want to him. Yeah, they're probably not going to wait, are they? After police intervention and Skyler's bitching fail to get rid of Heisenberg, she tries one last punch in the gut by telling him... Episode 4. Hank is getting warmer finding fresh clues in the Heisenberg case, tracking down the blue stuff to a gas station girl who just wanted to step up her party game. Using the CCTV from an ATM outside, he tracks down the type of RV Jesse is using. Wow, that's too many acronyms for one sentence. Heisenberg embarrasses himself by trying and failing to smash into Ted's office. His erratic behaviour has now led him to being kicked out of his teacher job. Well, great, now he has all the time in the world to go and cook meth, although he doesn't want to. In Heisenberg's absence from the kitchen, Jesse has cooked up a similar but inferior batch. Tensions start to grow between them.
This is my product. This is my formula. This is mine. Hey, you know what? Eat me anytime, loser. Hey! Wait! Hey!
To add fuel to the fire, Gus gives Heisenberg half the money, even though he had no part in cooking it.
Yo! Where's the other half, bitch?
At this point, we assume he's trying to coax Heisenberg back into the business so that the meth gets cooked correctly, while it's still associated with his name. Whew, episode 5. Gus sweetens the bait by giving Heisenberg his very own lab, secretly tucked away under an industrial laundry type place. So Heisenberg gives Jesse the other half of the money he wanted.
I'm gonna go watch YouTube.